The zodiac is made of 12 signs, from Aries to Pisces, and each sign is 30 degrees, so 360 degrees make the whole cycle. In the West, let's say a Gemini is a Gemini. But in the East, we will take that Gemini sign and we're gonna cut it in 3 pieces that we call nakshatra or constellation. And that will change completely the nature of the sign. For example, these days we're having Ketu in a very lucky sign, Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius is full of benefits. And why? Because remember that big archer who's aiming for the truth. So that's Ketu in Sagittarius, but it's on a very difficult nakshatra or constellation that we call Mula. And why? Because it's governed by this goddess Nriti, who represent calamity. But why? Because Ketu in Sagittarius, in that constellation of Mula, is looking for the truth, the same as the sign Sagittarius, looking for the truth, digging very to the bottom, want to go to the bottom of everything, wanted to know the truth. But in the process of digging, he will create a lot of wreckage and ruins. But Ketu will finally become constructive because don't forget, it's still having the benefit effect of that Jupiter for nobility, goodness, justice, equality. So right now we're facing a lot of karma from the past that we have to deal with. We have to dig deep to understand and see the truth. So according to one of my favorite astrologer, Prash Trivedi, he's saying, and I'm going to quote, Ketu can devour and extinguish that which is no longer necessary and create space that which is ready to be born. Now this Mula constellation is from 0 to 14 degrees Sagittarius. Now another transit, very extremely important, that Ketu is having. You remember I talked to you about the Galactic center? That big black hole that the Milky Way turn around, that supermassive hole that even the astrologer, they call that place the Sagittarius A. And they say it's so big, it's as big as 4 million times our sun. Imagine how big it is. And Ketu is right directly facing that degree in Sagittarius. So that also, regarding our astrologer, Mr. Privity, he said Ketu right there, it's a non-negotiable recalibration that is occurring. Non-negotiable. So, hey, going to restaurant, going to all event or shows or having the life we had before, non-negotiable. So we're facing a real dilemma. So we have no choice to change. We have to change the way we think, the way we live, the way we do things. It is not the same. And again, according to Mr. Trivedi, he said we are being called to examine our current world and the past upon which it is built. Yeah, what did we do to our Mother Nature? What did we do to the world? So it's quite a very important time with Ketu. It started September 3rd and it's going to go there until the end of September or really the beginning of October, where it's going to change constellation. But right now we're facing that. Personally, I know since this transit, I'm really working to change my mind because I know it's easy to be negative. That's where the brain goes. Our thoughts are geared to go on a negative trait, and it's almost we get accustomed to it. We don't even realize. So I'm working hard to stay positive with hope, even if we have a pandemic, even if the economy is unsure, even if the future is unsure. So I make sure that when I go to sleep, I always have a good book beside me Right now I'm reading a lot of Neville Goddard. I'm also doing more meditation than before, and I practice the affirmation of Paramahansa Yogananda, and they do miracle on me. And one I will share with you that is very simple is "Thy heart the ocean, I am the wave, we are one." So please share this video, because we're facing a lot of karma, a lot of duality. And at the same time, it's a time to change. So stay positive and write down to me all your experience. I love to read them. And wish you a great, great week. Stay safe, and more to tell you next time again. Bye.